Okay, thank you very much. Well, hello, it's Gonzalo from Europa Press, a news agency in Spain. First of all, it's such nice to meet you.
It's very nice to meet you too.
Well, congratulations for the show. The first thing I want to ask is because this show is R-rated, so why was it so important? Where does it come the necessity to be so violent and so explicit, especially in a time when superhero productions kind of have forgotten that they can be brutal and violent?
Yeah, I actually don't mind the R rating. I think that it's going to bring excitement to the audience, which I'm hoping for, of course. I don't know if it needs to be so violent, but Maya's character herself is a little violent. She grew up with a lot of trauma and emotions and negativity. So I think that's why it's kind of fitting to have some violence because she's full of rage and looking for that revenge. And she wants to find those people who killed her father, and her mother probably died, from reasons that were from bad people as well. So I think that it'll be exciting things, even though it is R-rated, and I hope people will enjoy it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the first three episodes. This action is incredible. Well, now I want to ask you about superhero industry in general because these last few years it's facing such a little bit of a problem, which is the loss of popularity. In a time when yeah, I don't know. I want to ask you, why do you think this is happening? Do you think that people are tired, or that companies are like producing too many productions, or what's happening? What can it change?
We know how common the superhero movies are. We know the all the typical superhero powers, flying, the spider webs that you can spray, and all the things that are just kind of common that we've seen a bunch of times before. But Maya's superpowers are different. She gets them from her ancestors. So it's nice to see a different and unique power that we haven't seen already. And I like how Maya has an indigenous relation with her power. So I think that'll make it a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, I think so. And now I want to ask you about what does it mean to have a character like Maya and an actress like you for the representation of deaf people and also for Native Americans for their cultures, in order not to just represent the stereotypes, but do something like better and more real.
Oh, yeah. It is so very important to have the representation because, putting portraying a Native American role by a Native American person is the most important thing. And having a deaf role portrayed by a deaf person. We're telling their stories properly, and we rarely see indigenous and deaf community together. So now we have more of these roles that are played by authentic indigenous and deaf people, and they're able to tell their stories that they want to say. And it's just really nice to be able to have a big platform like this that we can tell these stories and uplift our voices.
That's good. Uh, I want to ask you because people are so excited about Maya, but this show is kind of independent from the rest of the MCU. So I don't know if you know or if you can tell me how will it affect the future of the franchise in general, and also if are we going to see Maya again in the future?
I hope we're going to see Maya. I'm not going to spoil anything. It would be nice to be able to do a deeper dive into Maya's story, and I would like to absolutely portray it, but we'll see.
I hope so. So now I want to ask you because in this show you act alongside Wilson Fisk, Kingpin, and also Daredevil, at least in the first episode. So how much influence did it have the Daredevil show in the both in the tone but also in the narrative for Echo for the show?
Can you repeat your question, please?
Yeah, sure. How much influence did it have the Daredevil show, the Netflix show, in this show, in Echo show?
I know from the comic books that Daredevil and Echo have worked together, and they do work together. But in the show, he just really makes an appearance. So it bleeds or blends into each other, yes, but I don't know about how much of the effect it has, but yes.
That's cool. That's cool. So I think fans will love it. And now I want to ask you, why was it so important to make this show with this new brand, Marvel Spotlight, kind of independent from the rest of the franchise? Why was it so important? Yeah.
I think it's very important to have her show on Spotlight because we are spotlighting Indigenous people, and it's portrayed by an Indigenous person and a deaf person. So we are able to show how the deaf community and the Indigenous community, which is an underrepresented community, we're able to show their community, and I'm able to bring awareness with this platform. And so people can see the authenticity of our stories and experiences of the Indigenous and deaf community through myself. So I'm excited that we are able to spread awareness.
That's nice. That's nice. So I have to wrap up. They are telling me that I don't have more time. But again, it's been so nice meeting you, and good luck with the show. It's amazing.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you too. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Bye. Thank you very much. You too. Goodbye.